Hi, my name is Emery Lindy, and I'm going to be telling you a little bit about the Leah Thomas. Leah is the kind of person who you know will always be in your corner. She is kind and smart, but also incredibly wise beyond her years. Leah never lets anything get in the way of what she wants. I truly believe that everyone should be envious of how great of an advocate Leah is for the causes she believes in. If in 30 years we are all as outspoken for the things we care about as Leah is, then undoubtedly we are going to change the world, if Leah has not already. If you have not had the privilege of reading Leah's award-winning writing, do not fret, because I know she's going to share something equally amazing, if not more spectacular today. Borrowing some words from one of Leah's favorite artists, Taylor Swift, best believe Leah is still bejeweled when she walks into a room. She can make the whole place shimmer. I give you our diamond, the Slay Queen herself, Leah Orr Thomas.
Make sure you check your shoes for snakes and scorpions every morning, our counselors told us. Let me tell you, that did not calm my nerves at all. Unfortunately, it was too late for me to back out. The next day, I would be leaving for a 4-day hiking trip across Israel. Yom LaYom, Hebrew for sea to sea, is a common program where you walk, climb, and bike across the entire country. We did it during the summer, so it was cut about 10 miles short due to the heat, but it was still 30 miles. We had done a few hikes already throughout the summer, but nothing this extreme. And it wasn't like we got to sleep in hotels or even tents each night. Nope, we slept under the stars, as our counselors called it, literally on a tarp in the middle of nowhere. And to make matters worse, only dinner would be prepared for us, meaning that during our daily hikes, we would take pit stops to cook our food. And yes, that also meant that we carried our food on our backs. After an exhausting 2-hour bus ride to the starting location, our first activity was a nap at the campsite. Yeah, we clearly had no idea what we were getting into. Our nap did not last very long, and we were awakened and told to put bathing suits on. It was time for our first hike. Since it was summer and too hot, we could not start at the Sea of Galilee, the actual starting location, so we started at an offshoot spring and did a circle hike, meaning that we would end up where we started. The 2-mile hike led us to a pool of water. Drenched in sweat, I was super excited to have a chance to cool off in the water, and so I got in and swam around for a little. That was until someone pointed out the water snake. Immediately, I was out. The 2 miles back to our campsite made me already regret this adventure. The following day, we were awakened at 5 a.m. to make sure that we had plenty of hiking time. Great, exactly what I needed. An hour into our hike, we stopped and cooked breakfast. This was actually a pretty solid breakfast compared to what they had been cooking for us. We cooked our apples and cinnamon sugar and put Nutella in our porridge. We soon continued on our day's journey of climbing 3 mountains. One of the mountains was Mount Meron, also known as the highest mountain in Israel. So when I say climbing, I actually mean bouldering, and we only got lost twice. Later in the day, we stopped to make lunch and take a break. Our lunch was salami, tuna, and some vegetables. Yum. By the time we made it to the campsite for the night, I was done, but still not even halfway through with the entire trip. This schedule basically repeated the next day. On the final day, we were rewarded with a bike ride to the Mediterranean Sea. We made pita and falafel and got to hang out on the beach. I had never felt so accomplished. I literally walked across the country. 4 days without a bed, bathroom, shower, and my sanity. Looking back on this experience, I obviously remember my feet feeling that they could fall off, and just wanting to stop walking and sleep on the path. But I also remember being able to sleep below hundreds of stars, picking fruits off of trees on the path, and accidentally falling in the water while trying to balance on the rocky paths. It almost made the hiking worth it. My point in sharing my adventure through the mountains was not to discourage outdoor activities, actually just the opposite. There's a song I listen to every Friday afternoon before Shabbat, the Jewish Sabbath begins. It is called Matanot Ketanot, which in Hebrew means small presents. It took me a while to understand the full meaning behind the song. I find that the most important part of it is found in the title, Small Presents. Small presents like driving my brother Adam everywhere, finishing a swim practice, or reading a really good book. There will most definitely be moments in life where all you want to do is hide or run away, but these are your defining moments. They help you become the best you that you can be. My 4-day hike was one big adventure that I would have done anything to avoid, but I'm so proud of myself for finding the small presents during it. To my class of 2023, thank you for teaching me to appreciate the small and sometimes not so fun moments. I encourage all of us to try to appreciate every second, no matter where the paths take us. Thank you.